Hey YouTube, Do-It-Yourself Junkie 369 here today, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of these running shoes that I just bought. Hopefully they're the same as the running shoes that I just got done wearing out. I put about 450 miles on them, and I'll show them side by side after I get these out of the box. Here's the packaging that came in. Just a plastic shipping bag that folds over in the back. There wasn't really any damage to it other than a small tear here. This was where my address was, and I cut that out so you guys wouldn't see it. To open it, should be able just to pull on this tab, and it says to save this bag in case I have to make a return. Since I cut a hole in it, I probably wouldn't be using this bag for a return. So we rip that tab out of the way. And there's a normal shoe box. Side of it over here has been crushed a little. That probably happened during shipping. And as you can see, these are the Gel Venture 6 by Asics. And this is what they look like, at least in the black on black model. So they have kind of a bit of a silver accent here, and then a light gray silverish type splatter pattern on part of it, and gray soles. Okay, once they're out of the box, you have this paper inside that needs to be removed. That just holds the shape of the shoe during storage and shipping, while it's sitting on the shelf in the shoe store. And then cut this tag off, and you can either wear them as is, or you can finish lacing into this last eyelet here. It's all on personal preference. I like using this last eyelet, and that makes them a little bit more snug when you lace them up. Just a little background information on my running. My first pair of Asics were issued to me by the Marine Corps when I went to basic training, and then since then, when I got out and partway through the Marine Corps, I had switched those shoes over and started using New Balance. And now this would be my second pair of Asics running shoes, and I've gotten the same exact model for both pair of shoes. And when I use my New Balance, I pretty much stuck to one or two different models, and I currently run maybe 3 to 6 miles a week, depending on how motivated I'm feeling. And that can be anything from treadmill to trail to pavement. So here's the new pair versus my old pair that I wore. These have about 450 miles on them, a little bit more mileage than you should put on a shoe probably before you replace it, at least according to all the research I've done online. And other than this one being dirty, you can't really tell just by looking at them that I've worn them that much. You can probably see a little bit of difference here, not much, and barely any difference here that these have compressed down any. And these are purely dirty just because I've been using them for trail running. And you can see a little bit of wear here, but most people wear their shoes way past this. Like they'll wear this area down smooth, which is obviously roughly 1,000 miles or more on a pair of shoes, and you probably shouldn't be wearing them. If we could look at the interior material of the sole of the shoe, you'd see that is compressed way too much to continue wear. And there's a little bit of wear there. Other than that, I mean, it looks like I've barely worn this shoe, but it is definitely past the point where I should be using it. And then on the inside, just because of how I put my shoes on and take them off, I've worn a hole in the back of this material here, but the insole is definitely compressed down. If I push here, that feels like I'm pushing on the table, and this has a little bit of give to it. So they hold up very well, and I definitely recommend this running shoe. It's lighter than my other shoes. I used to use New Balance, and I'll include a link for those too in case you want to buy them. They are a pretty good running shoe. But I originally made the switch to Asics because they're a bit lighter, and at the time New Balance was using a round lace instead of a flat lace, and the round laces like to come untied when you're running. Since then, New Balance has switched over to a flat lace that's similar to this one. So, as I said, I'm including a link for the New Balance as well. These are a bit lighter, not by much, but pretty close. Both of them are kind of designed more for trail running, but they work great on pavement and tracks as well. And the Asics uses a gel cushion versus a foam cushion, so it has a little bit of a different feel to it, and they hold up better when running on pavement compared to the New Balance. And then the other difference is the Asics is going to fit a little bit snugger, where the New Balance is going to be a little bit looser for the same size. Other than that, I recommend either shoe. I also recommend only putting about 400 miles on them. That's one great thing about running with the Garmin, is it tracks gear. So I enter these in, and it tells me when I need to retire a piece of equipment, such as shoes or bike or whatever I'm using. And you can set that mileage to what your personal preference is on when you need to return gear. Somebody lighter than me might be able to put another 100 miles on a pair of shoes before they wear through them. So hope you like this quick review. If you go to the link and buy from there, thank you. It gives me a small commission on it. And I recommend either of these shoes. I've worn Adidas, Nike. So far, out of everything, Asics and the New Balance have been my favorite shoes. Thanks for watching, and please use the link to pick up some good running shoes for yourself, and also check out my weight loss video blog.